Kumusta po kayo? And welcome back to our Business Startup Guide series, mainly dedicated for OFWs and entrepreneurs. So today, ang pag-uusapan po natin is about writing a business plan. Business plan. Madalas narinig lang natin to sa, if you remember a YouTube program, Shark Tank or Dragon's Den, kung saan merong business owner na nagpipitch sa mga venture capitalist. Mainly, the objective is to get funding or backing. So, ang business plan kasi, this is a formal document na naglalaman ng yung business objective mo. Ano bang gusto mong ma-achieve sa business mo? Ano yung mga strategies na i-execute mo para ma-achieve yung goal na yon? Yung target market mo, kanino mo ibebenta yung product or yung offer yung services, and also yung financial forecast. Yan yung usually na reason bakit kailangan natin ng isang business plan. Business plan also in other words, para itong roadmap. Saan ka ba pupunta? So dapat ma-explain mo dito sa business plan mo ano yung ginagawa ng business mo. Sino yung mga customers mo? Papaano ka kikita? Yung tinatawag na business model. And also, how you will grow your business in the long run. Mahalaga ang business plan kasi nabanggit ko kanina yung Shark Tank. Usually, yung mga funders or backers ng isang business, kailangan nilang malaman from top to bottom, ano yung business idea mo? Paano sila kikita? But, in reality, hindi naman talaga necessary ang pagkakaroon ng business plan kung ikaw na aspiring entrepreneur is meron kang sariling savings na i-allocate mo doon sa business na gusto mong gawin. But for the sake of discussion, ang business plan is, we are creating a business plan, number one, para makasecure ka talaga ng funding. Ipine-present natin ito sa bangko or sa mga investors or sa mga government programs para pag nabasa nila, okay, I'm okay to provide funding to this particular person or group or partners. So that's the number one reason, to secure funding. Another reason kung bakit tayo gumagawa ng business plan is, ito kasi yung nagsisilbing management tool natin. Kumbaga, ikaw mismo, yung partners mo, parang sinasabi nyo, let's sit down and come up with a business planning. So, kailangan maisulat nyo talaga yung business plan na ito nang sa ganon, habang ine-execute nyo yung mga roles and responsibilities nyo as a member of that business, is meron kayong pwedeng balikan or i-reference na, okay, nagagawa ba natin or hindi. So, that's a management tool. Yan ang another purpose ng business plan. And also, para na rin sa clarity and direction ng team or staff mo na mag-ooperate ng business mo on a day-to-day basis, business plan is there for them to look into. So, yun yung mga key reasons why we need a business plan. Okay, proceed tayo doon sa sections ng business plan. Mahalaga kasi na isang business plan, dahil nga ito ay formal document, is, if you remember during your college days, gumagawa tayo ng thesis. So, it's very similar. The only thing is, itong business plan na talaga is, this is for real. Kasi, dito nakasalalay yung success ng bubuuin mong business. So, what are the section? On top of the list is the executive summary. Dito sa executive summary, you will write the overview of your business. Ano bang ginagawa ng business mo? What is your business? Ano yung products and services mo na meron, na ino-offer mo? And sino yung target market mo? And another thing is, what is your financial goal? Gusto mo ba, pwede mo sabihin na, I want to earn a revenue in the amount of 2 million pesos after a year. Pwede yun. That's a financial goal. Next section of the business plan is yung company description. So sa company description, it consists of number one, the legal structure. It could either be a sole proprietorship, it's a partnership, or it could be a corporation. So dito sa Philippines, yung tatlong structures na yon is pwede mong register through Department of Trade and Industry or the Security and Exchange Commission kapag ka partnership. Or sorry, I mean corporation. And another part of the company description is yung ownership. Sino-sino ang mga owners nitong business mo? Ikaw, your partner, your wife, your friend. So name them in the ownership section. And saan yung location ng business mo? And very important also yung mission and vision. Probably, kung iisipin mo, kung walang mission and vision yung isang business, definitely, what is the purpose of existence? So, mas maganda, maisulat mo yung mission and vision. And another section of the business plan is yung market analysis. So, sa market analysis, dito mo i-define yung industry kung saan ka nabibilang. Are you belonging to the food industry, to the manufacturing industry, or to the transport industry? And also yung target customers mo. Would you be catering only to a few elite groups or to the common masses? So, or to the, depending on the age group, yan yung tinatawag na target customers. Also, part of the market analysis is yung competitors. Kasi usually, itatanong din niya ng funders mo and backers kung may competition ba. Kasi kung matindi ang competition, more or less, hindi sila mag-venture sa business mo. So, give a good detail of your competitors sa business plan. Proceed tayo dun sa next section, yung organization and management. So, organization and management, this is nothing but the staffing, the members of your to-be company. So, dapat maisulat mo yung roles and responsibilities nila and also yung mga advisors and partners. That would be in the section of organization and management. Next section is the products or services section. So, dito sa products and services section, let's say you have product A, product B, and service A. So, write down in detail, ano ba tong describe it. And also, try to come up with a unique selling value ng product mo. Write it down. Napakahalaga niyan. And of course, the pricing structure. Mas mahalaga na malaman din ng funders and backers paano sila kikita through your products and services offerings. That is through the pricing structure. Proceed tayo dun sa next section, yung marketing and sales strategy. So, yung marketing and sales strategy dito, if you remember, there are 4 P's in marketing. The product, price, place, and promotion. So, give it a good detail kung paano ka ma-market ng product mo. Also, what are the channels? For example, you will go with the social media or the traditional advertising, yung mga billboards and signages. So, write it down. Proceed tayo sa next section, yung operations plan. Ang operations plan, ito yung day-to-day processes mo. So, for example, you are operating a restaurant. So, syempre may kitchen operations, may dining hall operations, merong supply chain operations. Sino yung in charge sa pagbili from market A, from market B. So, give a good detail ng mga processes mo, yung day-to-day operational processes mo dito sa section na ito. And second to the last is the financial plan. Sa financial plan, dito mo i-list down yung number 1, the startup cost. Number 2, yung revenue forecast na tinatawag. Third, yung cash flow. What comes in, what comes out. Well, everything is a forecast or a projection. So, kapag ka nabasa kasi ito ng funders and backers, magkakaroon sila ng good idea na, okay, I'll recoup my investment in X number of months. So, having this financial plan well written, well organized, will help you a lot in terms of getting a good funding for your business. And the last section is the appendices. So dito, pwede mo ilagay yung mga supporting documents like permits and licenses, yung mga resume or CV ng mga i-hire mong staff. So that would contain the appendices. So that is the sections, those are the sections of a business plan. To recap, number 1, executive summary. Number 2, company description. Number 3, market analysis. Number 4, organization and management. Number 5, your products and services. Number 6, your marketing and sales strategy. 7, operations plan. 8, your financial plan. And number 9, your appendices. So, yan yung business plan. Let's have a quick example ng isang business plan. So, para magkaroon ka ng good idea the moment na isusulat mo na yung business plan mo together with your partners. So, on the executive summary, what is the name of your business? For example, hypothetically, let's say, name it Tasty Bites Food Stall. So, ang business concept nito is itong street food stall na nag-o-offer ng fried snacks and drinks. So, that would be your executive summary. Sa company description, ano yung legal structure? In this case, let's say, a sole proprietorship. Saan ang location? Near the university campus and government office. That would be your target location. Sa market analysis naman, there are 2 to 3 sections here. For example, the industry. Sang industry ka nabibilang, so sa food industry ka. In particular, street food. And your target customers, what do you want to have in terms of number? Say you want to have 500 to 700 daily customers. So, isulat mo yon sa market analysis mo. And who are your competitors? Let's say 300 meters away, you have competitor A. And then at the back of the market, there's another competitor, competitor B. And on the next campus, about a kilometer away, meron ding ditong mga food stalls na potential competitors mo. So that's for the market analysis. So organization and management section, right here, the role and responsibilities ng mga people that will operate your business, including you. Number 1, as the owner. So what are your roles and responsibilities? Let's say you are in charge of finance and marketing. Your staff, let's say you have 2 staffs. One is in the head of the kitchen operations, and another is the dining hall operations. To start with, yung business mo. So let's proceed naman sa section ng products and services. So dito, ano ba yung mga products na pwede mong ibenta sa food stall mo? Number 1 is fried chicken, then you have fish balls, and then you have drinks like iced tea and soft drinks. So, write down the pricing structure. Napakahalaga niyan. So, for example, your cost sa fried chicken is 30 pesos. So, pag sinabi natin cost, wala pa yung profit. When you add a profit on that, let's say another 30 pesos, you have 60 pesos fried chicken. So, that would be your price. Your selling price would be 60 pesos. So, that would be on the section of products and services. So, marketing and sales strategy, pwede mong ilagay dito, you will advertise through Facebook and TikTok. So, that is the channel na pwede mong i-advertise yung business mo or i-promote. So, pagdating naman sa section ng operations plan, let's say you have 3 specific activity on a daily basis. Number 1 is the buying of supplies. Number 2 is the cooking. And then number 3 is the cleaning. So, ilagay mo yung frequency mo, and of course, what are the budget, and for example, sa buying of supplies, how much is your daily budget for that? Let's say 2,000 pesos. Sa financial plan naman, dito mo ilalagay yung startup cost mo. Let's say you have 120,000 pesos for the startup cost. I-detail mo yung, or i-breakdown mo yung, for example, sa stall pa lang, you have a budget of 50,000. On the equipment, let's say you have 50,000. Then another 20,000 on the permits and licenses. And then also part of the financial plan, yung monthly expenses. Let's say you have an average of 50,000 as a month for the monthly expenses. So that's an example of the monthly expenses. Then sa appendices, since you are a food stall, take photos of your products like fried chicken, your drinks, and put it there as an attachment to the appendices. So that is our example of the business plan. So I hope you learned something dito sa ating discussion for today about writing a business plan. Thank you for listening and see you on our next discussion.